In this video, I'll go over different methods that you can use to create user-defined IDF tables inside of the Drainage DGN-lib. So here in the DGN-lib, I'm going to go to the Components tab and then open up the Storm Data dialog. First, I'll show you how you can import existing storm data. So I'm going to select the engineering libraries, say that I want to import from library, and then I'm going to select the top level, go up to the new icon, and say add an existing library. From here, you'll choose your XML data, and that will load it into the libraries column on the left side. Then you'll select each IDF table, and we're going to import each one individually. And you'll just follow that same process until you've imported each one. Next, I'll look at how we can create an IDF table manually. So to do so, I'm going to right-click, say New, User-Defined IDF Table. Then starting with this first icon, we're going to add in a return period. If you click Add Return Period, you're going to enter in each return period individually. If you choose Add Range, then you can type in all of those return periods more quickly. Next, you're going to add your durations. Same thing here, we can add in individual durations. Or you can add a range and type those in more quickly. And then from here, you can either key in your values, or you can take that information from Excel and do a direct copy and paste here. Next, I'll look at how we can import from a CSV file. So first, you'll choose where you're going to get that information. I'm going to go to the NOAA website, where I can then go and choose my location, and then I'll have a list of my stations available. And I'm going to be creating an IDF table for each one of these different stations. Now, up here in the top left, I do want to make sure that I'm getting intensities and not depths. And then at the very bottom, I can export this out to a CSV format. So I'm going to take each one of those CSVs that I create, rename it to the station name, and add it to this list where I've just created a folder of IDF tables. We'll just do the first two stations as an example. Once you have your Excel files exported out, you're going to go into each one and get it into the correct format. So it doesn't necessarily matter where you get this information. What does matter is that the format is compatible with what we can import into OpenRoads. So I'm going to be deleting out these top rows and bottom rows. And I'm only going to leave the storm information with column headers. Right now, all of my durations are in different units, and I want to make that consistent. It doesn't matter if it's minutes, hours, or days, but you do want them all to be consistent with one another. And now I'll save the CSV file and it'll be ready for import, and I'll do the same thing to the remaining CSVs. Now from here, I'll move into OpenRoads, where we can import this CSV file directly into our storm data catalog. So first, I'll create the user-defined IDF table, rename it, and then come up here to this icon called Import, where I can navigate to the folder of CSV files, select the CS file I want to import, and then that storm data will be brought in. So you would do that for each one, and then when you're finished, I do recommend that you would go out and export this information out to an XML file. So from here, I am going to create a new library. And the same way we imported in, we're going to export out. So you're going to select each one of your IDF tables and export it out to that library. And then to find out where that XML file has been stored, you can click on that XML and then come over to the right side and look at that file path.